Good morning, everyone. So this is the first time reading at this desk that I just set up, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I don't really have a specific direction today. I just feel like whoever sees this needs a message. So I'm just going to kind of roll with it, and I'm just going to do a general reading, and hopefully it fits for someone out there, some of you guys. It's really rainy and stormy out today, which is pretty cool. I like it. Feels appropriate. Okay, so the Devil card just popped out. A couple others as well, and I'm just going to let those come out. So, Devil card pops out, Chariot, and a star. This card right here, you can see it's depicted by, obviously, the devil's forefront, and then there's a man and a woman chained to the devil. It's not a great card. It is in reverse, so it changes it just a little, but for the most part, this card is about addiction. It's about feeling chained or bound to something. It can mean a toxic relationship. Very often signifies a toxic relationship. Whether it's toxic because one or both of you have addictions, whether it's drinking or drugs or sex even. A lot of times I feel like a sexual addiction with this card. This is in reverse though, so it could be something that you're blocked on, that you're feeling like even more trapped as far as the decision to leave. It could be something that you're moving away from as well, because the Chariot is about movement. The Chariot it could mean a literal move. It could mean a trip, but it is definitely about being in the driver's seat of your own life. And it's a great card, especially to follow this, and so is the Star. The Chariot is all about forward motion, changing your life for the better, knowing what you want, having some kind of clarity and destination in mind, and moving towards that swiftly. It's a lot of male, masculine energy I get with this card. The Star, it's associated oftentimes with Aquarius. You can see the water, well, I don't know if you can see, but it's like the water bear, a lot like the water bear. She's naked, which shows vulnerability, but yet also comfortability. It's a star, or it's a card that portends really good things, a lot of happiness, that you're learning to balance things. She's standing in the water and on land. She's pouring out her cups. She's letting her energy flow. It's a great card. I mean, it's all good feelings. So let me pull some more on this Devil card here and just see. Okay, so this card here portends a man disappointed. It's kind of a darker looking card. He's walking away from his cups. This is about abandoning a situation. You're walking away. You're moving away from it because of disappointment or disillusionment. But either way, you've decided that you need to move away from this. And so that's an interesting card paired with the Devil, honestly. It feels like some of you are going through just a really rough patch in a relationship. And there has been a new moon recently, so there's a lot of shift of energy. There's a lot of, it's a shift from feeling unworthy of love to now a pursuit of something that is going to make you happy. Because there was a lot of self-analyzation and internal analyzation, which is good. But for a while now, and this new moon is sort of sweeping that process away and allowing you to now take a new lease on life. So let's see. I'm going to pull another card on the Chariot here. Okay, so this card portends, it's a younger dude, and he's telling the older dudes all about his architecture. And they're actually listening intently. And even though he's younger and kind of an apprentice, they are respecting him as a master builder in a way. And so this card often relates to being either a virtuoso in your field or a professional, or it could just mean that you're going to have a chance to shine soon. Like you're going to have a chance to show your abilities, and it'll go well. So that usually, yeah, has to do with work. That this card has to do with work. The Pentacles deal with usually like finances and material possessions. Let me pull another card on that. This one wants to come out. Page of Cups. Okay, so there could be a new opportunity. Wheel of Fortune. So the Page of Cups, this can mean, I mean, he is reversed, but it's generally a new opportunity being offered to you. This guy is, very childlike. Sometimes it can represent like a pregnancy, but in this case, I feel like it's just a new offering of a possibility, of a job or some other type of work offer. And the threes often indicate three people or a small group of people. It can literally be three people you're involved with. I don't feel like this is mixed with this, like a three, like a relationship issue where there's three involving three people, but it feels more like work related, and you're shifting your attention away from like relationship type stuff and getting out of this toxic relationship and moving towards something in your career. This really feels like career stuff right here that's about to take over. And then these are just great cards. The Wheel of Fortune is like kind of like a go for it card to me. It's there's stability in the center of the wheel, but the outside of the wheel is turning, and it's about taking a chance. It's good fortune. It's good luck. And then mixed with the Star. I mean, these are all major cards. So the fact that we have 4 major cards here and only 3 minors is pretty significant. And the majors, the good majors here, are all upright, and that's wonderful. I don't know if there's new... If the Page of Cups has anything to do with a new emotional relationship. Just a second. Okay, so it feels more like work. But this King of Pentacles, so he is a man that is very wealthy. He is sitting on his throne, and he's been there for a while. He's a very stable individual. He's got a kingdom in the background there. He's got green shit growing all around him. He's got just like nature everywhere. He is a nurturing fella. He is usually a business owner or self-employed. He can be, creative and inspirational. I feel like he could be an actual person. Either this is someone you're striving to be, that you want to be self-sufficient in your finances, and that you're striving to be that business person. He could be like a CEO, like a serious businessman, or he could just be someone who has a good grip on his financial world. So this could be someone that you're striving to be, an archetype that you wish to be and that you're working towards, or it could actually be a person who's going to come in and offer some financial support for you. because I do have, like I said, with the Page of Cups, also it feels kind of like an offering, but it's not happened yet, or there's some blockage about it, like you're not sure if you want to accept it. But this is a good business card. Definitely. Can I do Wheel of Fortune? Okay, I'm gonna have to pull another card on that. One second. Okay, with this one, again, we have three. We have the three staffs, three of wands, and this can be about a journey, moving, but it's also about your ships coming in, and it is in the reverse position. So I feel like maybe there's some blockage here, or you feel like it's stuck. Like this stuff that's about to happen, this good fortune, is blocked a little, and I'm not sure if there's an event that's going to trigger this. This is obviously not a great card. I mean, it's a dude laying face down with 10 swords in his back, but it's usually a card of finality or completion. It portends that a cycle has been ended. So it's not about like actual death, but it can also be an emotional, like wrenching, where you feel like you have been stabbed in the back, quite literally. So, or figuratively. So this is reversed also. So there could be some blockage here because you won't let go of something. Maybe some shit from over here. Let me see if I can find a person associated with this. And the devil, by the way, is usually associated with Capricorn. The Chariot is... Oh, God, what is a Chariot? Shit. Okay, there's some justice. Like, this represents, like, the court system and fairness and truth and justice. So, I feel like something... And the swords are about cutting through and getting to the truth, to the core of the matter. It's about intellect and like left brain thinking. So the Justice card, I mean, it's fair and balanced, and maybe some shit's gonna come out. It could be that you're dealing with a legal issue. There definitely could be a legal battle going on. Or you have some court issues coming up soon. Lawyers, police, judges. I mean, that's the kind of card this is. But if it's not legal matters, it can just literally, it can just be that the truth is about to come out, and there's going to be some information shared with you that sheds more light on a situation, which could be this could be a catalyst for that. I'm just interested as to why. I'm a little confused why it's paired with such beautiful cards, the Wheel of Fortune and the Star. This is all about, like, everything Aquarian. It's about fun and loving, and but it's also about introspection. And I feel like you need to be this woman. Like, this is being meditative, being out on your own, being in nature, and connecting with the stars, with water. Meditating is good for you. I mean, it's good for everyone, but I feel like this card is sort of saying to go inward and really have some introspection and self-analyzation. The Justice is another major card. I mean, there's a lot of major cards here. Man, okay, I feel like this is some kind of legal thing you're going through. This is, dude is like, cannot sleep, just worry and anxiety are just taking over his life. Um, you can be worried about a family member. I don't know why I get a feeling, there's not a lot of cards that indicate this, but I get a feeling this has to do with like a divorce or some kind of serious family issue and legal issue. So you might be in a custody battle. Yeah, you might be in a custody battle. I do see you leaving a toxic relationship, though, for sure. But for all good things, I see there's a lot of good things here coming. Okay, here we go again. So this can be, again, we have another three card. We have three different three cards here. So I don't know if this is a triangle, like a love triangle situation we're talking about, that this could be a third party involved. And that's why you feel stabbed in the back. And then, you know, the truth is going to come out, is going to reveal itself. You've been worried and anxiety ridden. This is reversed, so I feel like this is going to pass. You're passing through this soon. This is such a tricky card for me lately because it does portend celebration. I mean, these three women are obviously very excited, happy. They're drinking wine. This is also has a timing element built into this card, I feel, of like Thanksgiving or Christmas, because look at it's like harvest season. You can see like pumpkins around, and so there could be something happening around Thanksgiving. It could also be, like I said, a triangle, like a love triangle situation where you have three people involved, because I do see some other three cards in here, and then mixed with the devil, like if there's some kind of sexual addiction going on, although I don't see like another woman or man necessarily. And you know, this is a general reading, obviously, so I don't even know if this is hitting on, you know, for a man or a woman, whoever's watching this. But if it speaks to you, I really would appreciate if you put a like on this and subscribe to my channel. And I don't know, just if you have any, you know, any input. Every time I do a reading, it helps me clarify, and I learn something new about another card or multiple cards. So this is a process where you never stop learning. So I love feedback, for sure. I love feedback. And so any feedback you have would be greatly appreciated. So if this speaks to you and you want to comment, that would be great, or message me. I'm going to pull just one last card on this. Okay, so this could be a Taurus. Could be a Taurus we're talking about. It could just be, this is the established order of doing things. Very left brain, very another masculine card. It can be religion. It's organizations and institutions that keep us on a certain path. This is about conformity. This is not about the nonconformist. This is all about following the rules. And it can be about like father figures or masculine heads like that. But again, like paired with the Justice card, I feel like you're dealing with courts and institutions and like child support, maybe. It could be child support. A lot of worry and anxiety though over here in these cards, and just feels heavy over here. Even though this card, you know, does have kind of a lighter overtone at times, I feel like more so it's something about a love triangle, or there's three people involved in something that's causing you strife. But I do feel like you're going to be moving past this, and if you can just keep your, you know, the Chariot card, like I said, is all about clarity and decisive movement forward. this guy knows where he's going. He is in control of his chariot. He's in the driver's seat. He's totally ready to go. This is a beautiful card for spirituality, for a new beginnings and finding inner peace and happiness. And then the Wheel of Fortune card, coupled with it, it feels like a good luck card. And the Hierophant. Let me just see if I can read here a little bit. So yeah, you could be having just a family squabble. I mean, it's the powers that be here. That's what it's, you know, it can be religion, family, corporate America. I mean, this can represent like weddings and stuff, but just as equally, I feel like it can represent divorce as well, to some degree. So I'm just trying to get anything else I can for you here. And then the Justice is a Libra. I mean, it doesn't necessarily represent a Libra in this case. I feel like it's more about balance and harmony, or some kind of karmic justice. But it's an objective card. It's about being detached and fair, and no prejudices here. But there's going to be a judgment. There's going to be an ending. This feels like the culmination of all of this stuff over here. And then the Wheel of Fortune card, I really want to clarify a little more. It's definitely about a turning point. I mean, it's totally a turning point, and try to take cues from things that pop up, like people or situations, synchronicities. Look for that you're kind of trying to be coaxed in a new direction, and you may want to resist this, but you benefit if you go with the flow. Intuition, follow intuition for sure, and just try to, and in order to really tap into your intuition, you have to go into some type of, go inward. This card is about order and peace and calm renewal. It's about healing and new cycles. So these two together just feels like you're at a major turning point and a total, like a new cycle of your life. But they're very good, positive cards for sure. But stay positive. You have to do some of the work too. You have to stay positive. You have to, this can turn in a moment. So if you're not staying positive and you're not doing your inner work, then this card means nothing. But this isn't just handed to you. Same with the Wheel of Fortune card. You have to take steps still in order to get to these goals. And when it comes to staying positive, you have to visualize things. So you have to visualize your life the way that you want it to be. And a lot of people don't understand visualization. They just haven't been taught that. We've been taught that shit just happens. So with visualization, however, you can manifest your own destiny. It's very powerful. The mind is very powerful in that way. And it's sad that we're not taught that more when we're young, so that we can adopt that belief system as we're older. Because a lot of times when we're older, we just feel like shit just goes bad and just happens for a reason, and we have no control over it whatsoever. But in fact, we make everything happen in our lives. bad and good. So I'm going to pull one more card on this side over here, on this relationship thing that we're walking away from. Okay, so this was definitely a marriage or a relationship. This is marriage right here. This is a really happy card, a kingdom, a couple standing, just joyous, obviously. So there was definitely a relationship here. At one time, it was probably very fulfilling, and at some point, I feel like it turned toxic. Like I said, due to some kind of addiction. And it feels like, yeah, now you're ready to move on. Or you're thinking about it, but some shit would really have to change in order for you to stay. I don't see you staying, though. I just see forward motion or movement, or at least focus on you rather than putting your energy into this toxicity any longer. And sometimes, you have to cut those chains. You just have to cut it and realize that you only have one life, and it's really kind of short. We're not